The Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup is a knockout tournament in American soccer. It is the oldest ongoing national soccer competition in the U.S. and the world's third longest-running open soccer tournament. It is open to all United States Soccer Federation-affiliated teams, from amateur adult club teams to the professional clubs of Major League Soccer. The Open Cup was first held in 1913 Euro 14, when it was called the National Challenge Cup. The defending Open Cup champions are DC United, who beat Real Salt Lake 1-0 in the 2013 final. It was DC United's first title since 2008. The overall champion earned a total of $250,000 in prize money. The tournament runner-up receives $60,000 and the team that advances the furthest from each lower division will win $15,000. History. The competition dates back to 1913-14, when it was known as the National Challenge Cup. In 1999, U.S. Soccer honored one of American soccer's most important patrons, Lamar Hunt, by changing the official title of the tournament to the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. The winners of the tournament were awarded the Dewar Cup, donated by Sir Thomas Dewar for the promotion of soccer in America in 1912, until it was retired due to poor condition in 1979. It was brought back into use by the United States Adult Soccer Association in 1997, but is now back on permanent display at the National Soccer Hall of Fame in Oneonta, New York, and the recent winners of the tournament have been awarded a new, different trophy. Despite this, the name of each winning club is still added to the base of the original Dewar Cup. The National Challenge Cup was the first truly national cup competition in the United States, as previous cups had been effectively relegated to regional status by the difficulties in coordination and travel caused by the size of the United States in the early 1900s. While U.S. Soccer had initially administered the competition, in 1985 they handed over management to the USASA. In 1995, U.S. Soccer resumed its administration of the competition. Maccabi Los Angeles of California and Bethlehem Steel of Pennsylvania have both won the Cup a record 5 times, while Greek American AA of New York and Seattle Sounders FC are tied for the record for most consecutive Cup victories at 3. Most of these records are likely to fall over time, now that Major League Soccer offers a fully professional league, and its teams typically dominate the competition. The old NASL did not participate in the Open Cup. Since Mill's debut in 1996, MLS clubs have won the Cup in all but one of those years. The Rochester Rhinos of the 2nd Division A League were surprise winners in 1999, defeating 4 MLS clubs, including the Colorado Rapids 2-0 in the championship match. The first professional team to win in the modern era were the Richmond Kickers of the USISL in 1995, 1 year before the start of MLS. DC United were the first MLS team to win in 1996. Qualifying, through the 2011 edition, 8 teams from each level of the American soccer pyramid took part in the competition proper, with each league narrowing its delegation separately in the spring before the competition officially began in the summer. In some cases, additional teams played in qualifying rounds to gain entry. One example was found with MLS clubs, as only the top 6 from the previous regular season received automatic bids, while the bottom US-based MLS teams faced each other to qualify for the remaining 2 MLS slots. Beginning in 2012, the competition was expanded from its previous 40 teams to 64, with the qualifying process radically changed. The National Premier Soccer League received 6 places, plus the possibility of a 7th in a playoff against a team from the amateur U.S. club soccer setup. 9 clubs from the USASA earned places, as did 16 USL Premier Development League teams. Each of these organizations has its own qualifying process to determine its entrance. These 32 teams competed in the first round of the Cup, with the winners meeting all 16 USL Pro and NASL teams in the second round. The 16 US-based MLS teams entered in the third round. In 2013 the competition was expanded to 68 teams. All US-based Division I, 2 and 3 teams will participate in the tournament proper, 16 from Major League Soccer, 6 from the North American Soccer League and 12 from USL Pro. The remaining 34 spots in the tournament field will be filled by amateur teams from the Adult Council category. There will be 16 from the Premier Development League, 8 from U.S. Adult Soccer Association Regional Qualifying, 8 from the National Premier Soccer League, 1 from U.S. Club Soccer and 1 from the United States Specialty Sports Association. The process for determining the site for the Open Cup tournament semi-finals and final was changed in 2013. In past years, the sites for the final 3 matches of the tournament had been determined through a sealed bid process, but this year the hosts of those games will be determined by a coin flip. Home teams throughout the entire tournament will be determined by random selection. Since 2008, the champion of the U.S. Open Cup has earned the right to play in the CONCACAF Champions League. The first team to represent the U.S. as Open Cup champion was 2007's winner, the New England Revolution. Criticism: through the 2011 U.S. Open Cup, the USSFU sealed bids to award home matches, which resulted in wealthier clubs being able to outbid smaller teams. From 2007 to 2011, MLS side DC United hosted 17 straight matches including 2 finals from 2008 to Euro 2010, and MLS side Seattle Sounders FC hosted 11 of 14 matches in its 3 championship seasons. In response, the USSF revamped the bid process, opting for a simple coin toss to decide each game's host all the way through the final. Champions by number of titles, champions by state. MLS honors, U.S. Open Cup winners. References. External links: The Cuphouse, U.S. Soccer's official Open Cup website, list of Open Cup finals at RSSSF.